I'm contemplating my choices. Good morning, hello, hi. I'm Birta R&B, and today I'm finally gonna do something I've talked about before. They are more of a winter, autumn item as well. Today is vest day for me. I have two vests that are actually vests. I'm not gonna create them from scratch. They are already fully fledged vests. So this is the word of the day, it's vest, right? Not vest like the direction, no, vest like with the one. VV Vesta. I have this vest here, I have this vest here. They are lovely. I love the color and they're very autumny. And what day is it today? It's vest day. It's autumn time, it's fall. Everyone keeps falling. Höst. What is a better way to, if you're not kind of like, I just need something over me, but not like completely a jacket. Vest! Vest! Put on these vests! I know there's a mess behind me. I just have bought all the fabrics. I feel like I'm a squirrel getting ready for winter, but instead of food, I'm getting fabric. I am gonna start with this. It's kind of a yellowish brown color, and I think it's just so lovely. It's so nice, and this might actually be kind of an easy thrift flip to do. This is too big on me. It's mostly too big in the back. I think I'll just take it in the back, and that's because on both sides of the lining here I have this line. I can actually just take it apart and put it back together with the correct measurements. I'm just gonna seam rip this thing, and that's not interesting to watch me seam rip this. So in the meantime, I'm gonna show you my new theme song for the vest day that is today. Enjoy.
I wanna be the very best that no West ever was. Each West to understand the power that's inside.
Lovely vest.
It's you and me. I know it's my destiny.
Lovely vest.
Oh, you're my best vest in a world we must defend.
That was terrible, wasn't it? I started to seam rip the back of this, and then I realized I will have to take this in, but this is gonna be kind of a weird thing. So what I'm gonna do is to kind of take the whole back piece off, and we'll measure it and try and get it to fit correctly on my back. Just a small minor thing. I kind of came into this kind of hot and heavy, kind of perfectly chaotic neutral, and I'm kind of stuck. I completely almost tore everything apart, but still in a way that's not completely apart. I don't know how to fix this right now. I'm gonna put this aside for a hot second and gather myself, do the other vest. Okay, so because I just had an idea of like, I'm gonna do this, and that's definitely not how you alter clothes. What I figured with the other vest is to do it differently, hopefully. This is also quite too big. I'm okay with this not being like perfectly hourglass shape because it's also like softer material and it's a little bit nicer. I'm thinking about maybe just doing one seam up throughout the whole thing. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try it with a basting stitch. So if it's a complete mess or it doesn't fit correctly, I can always like drag it out. Just because I have no idea what I'm doing, I decided to try and just turn the vest inside out. What I want to do next is to take the middle part here, go kind of like this. I'm gonna mark it in and try and sew it like this. So sew this part here, or I mean, I'm gonna baste this. I can see it now. I'm gonna change the name. I'm gonna change the title. It's just gonna be Chaotic Woman Trying to Mend Her Clothes. Are you invested? Okay, let's go. Here it is basted in. Let's try it on. I feel like it's still big, definitely better in the back. I think this is also something I would probably put a belt on top of this. I don't know, maybe that's not cool, but I probably will. I made a little hole in the back accidentally when I was sewing it, so I'll probably go a little bit more into the seam, and just so we don't have that hole there. Otherwise, I think I'm getting kind of happy with this. And we have to get to the other vest, and I gotta figure out what to do with that. Can we just pretend there hasn't been 9 days since I shot the previous part that you just watched? Okay, thank you. Where I think I last left off is I have another vest also, because it's still a vest day. All right, here it is, on top of another vest. I've yet to finish the thing down here. It's not beautiful yet, but this is kind of it. So I have space here for all kinds of stuff. Maybe I'll take it in even more later. I'm by the way so sorry if the sound was bad after I put the other vest on, because I didn't realize it might have been wrapping up on the microphone. Can't be bothered to check yet. I also sewed in a button that was missing. I had already picked it up once it fell out. I was just super lucky to see it happen. So here it is. Can't remember if I mentioned it before, but it's here now. There's one thing I don't look forward to at all, and that's fixing up this baby. I kind of went into this fast, let's say, because I started pulling everything apart before I knew what the hell I was doing. I don't know. So this is what we're working with, and now I think I'll try to do this less chaotic, because that hasn't done me any favors, has it? I'm thinking to maybe pinning this back and then just kind of lining everything up, pinning it, marking it, cutting, sewing. It's gonna be a journey. I feel like this is my most chaotic video yet, and I don't know why. I'm so pumped about this. I don't know why. It seems like I've made a problem. I've made a boo-boo. I made a mistake. When I was seam ripping, just the very first thing I did, lovely vest, an absolute mess. I messed everything up by doing that, because on the fabric here, I did not seam rip the seams. I seam ripped the fabric. This is the portion I seam ripped, and this is the seam I wanted to, well, sew back together, and now I can't. I also, for some reason, seam ripped this here. These were in here prior to my seam ripping talent. The idea that I'm leaning towards now is just to make a completely new back that will fit me nicely, instead of trying to Frankenstein this back together. I know it's Monster Month, but I also know maybe you want to come here just for the pure chaos and not the scary bits, because we try to keep this a scary-free zone. I'm too much of a scaredy cat, and I watch scary videos elsewhere. Thank you for being here. I have selected this beautiful fabric for the backing instead. I actually think these tone well together, and I'm not too mad about this being matte and not this shiny fabric. I mean, who am I trying to impress, really? These guys here. Any comments, please? No? So what I did is I took another vest that I have, pinned them together while wearing it. This back is gonna be what I'm gonna use as my guide. I didn't want to take this up to here because you can see they don't, like, they're not the same shape, but I'll just make these small little adjustments while trying to make the back work. Why? Now I have two traced pieces. This is gonna be the big back piece. This is gonna be kind of like a side whatever piece. I don't want to use my fashion fabric for testing this out. So I'm gonna use this fabric here, which is actually the same fabric I use for the lining of my Hobbit vest that you can see here. So yeah, I'm gonna just try this out and hopefully it works. Captain's log, day 863. It's currently 8 in the evening. And it's still West Day. I don't know how. It's been West Day for such a long time. I've kind of no idea anymore how it started, but we're still here. I'm still here. I'm actually holding out hope someone's still watching this. No, but seriously though, this has taken me such a long time. And I feel like we as a collective, we're finally here. I do have the back and it's ready. And the only thing I have left to do on the second vest, because this second vest has taken me days and days and weeks, I feel like. We have this baby here. It's almost all stitched together, and your girl even understitched her first neckline. It's not a straight line, baby, it's curved. I am so impressed with this though. I've never understitched anything in my life. I would recommend it all the way, any day, because it makes your stuff look so crisp and clean and nice. This is the lining on the inside, and here you can see my understitching work, and on the outside you cannot see anything. I could cut some bread with this. I mean, it's just like... The other things I have stitched right now are these side seams here on both sides. The only thing I have left are the sides here, like the proper side, not the armhole sides, and these bibs here, because we actually do want to put these things here inside of this here, and it's gonna be just super clean, super upbeat. Ooh, it's gonna be so good. I think I should actually get to that now. It has kind of broken my mind to figure out how to do that, because when you're sewing in reverse, I just recommend try it out. To be completely honest, if you're not sure, do a basting stitch, so it will be way easier for you to just kind of seam rip it, start again, instead of having to like go through all these small stitches. Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do right now, and we will be back to see this baby hopefully finished. Okay. Oh yeah, I got both the vests ready, and just in time because it's still freaking West Day. Let's go outside and model these babies. I'm actually wearing both my new vests now because it's West Day and tomorrow it will not be. I'm very much looking forward to that. All jokes aside, this was a long one. I've also been very busy with work, so I appreciate you watching throughout all this. I really want to try and get 1,000 subscribers before the end of this year, but obviously if I'm not putting out any videos, I realize maybe that's not gonna happen. But if you enjoyed this, feel free to share it with your friends, even though it's just a part where you want to show something like, oh, look at this weird woman. Go for it. I appreciate ya. I've not forgotten the comments I've gotten about the pinafore. I will be making one very, very, very hopefully shortly. I just want to finish up with everything to do with Halloween. That's gonna be next week. So that's gonna come next week, and maybe we'll do some pinafore fun, cute niceness after that. Cool. I really, really, really hope you do have a great day, and thank you so much for being here with me. Bye!